I'm in front of an old Hanok, traditional Korean house that belongs to Sugi's extended family. It doesn't belong to her or her brothers. It belongs to a cousin, I believe. But it is part of the family heritage. It's one of the very few original Hanok structures that is still standing in this little hamlet of this part of Hadonggun, and it's quite nice. I mean, it's obviously run down at the moment. It would need a lot of renovation work, but Sugi has expressed the hope that if it does get fixed up, the integrity of the original structure will be respected and retained. Because, of course, there's a big temptation to just knock the whole thing down and build a newer, modern, and in some ways better house. The proportions of the rooms, etc., the size of the interior, etc., can be a little bit awkward, but there is something really inimitable and very, very, very kind of touching and deeply beautiful about these old buildings. They used to be everywhere in South Korea. One can still find them in some smaller cities, but they are slowly disappearing as gentrification and development takes place, and they're almost completely gone in Seoul, where the government just bulldozed them. They're considered an embarrassment and too old-fashioned, and there are very few of these old structures left in Seoul. In fact, these days the trend is to build new Hanok using original materials and original designs, which is a nice trend, but still you're not getting these older structures. And of course there was tremendous destruction during the Korean War. That was true particularly in North Korea, which was bombed flat, but it was also true throughout South Korea, where there was some bombing, a lot of artillery fighting and so forth. Just a lot of destruction that this country has endured. So that's a great pity. It's a great loss, because these homes really have something quite wonderful to them. Now, another thing that I really like about this property in particular, this patch of land, is the surrounding bamboo forest, and that really lends the entire property an almost magical kind of quality. The bamboo forest, you might think, is something one finds a lot in South Korea. It's an Asian country, and bamboo grows very easily throughout the Korean peninsula. Here down in the southern part of the peninsula, Hadong, there are bamboo trees, but one finds little forests up in Seoul as well. However, there are not as many of these bamboo groves as one might think. And again, because this particular region in South Korea, Hadonggun, is getting developed so much, there's a tendency to just get rid of stands of trees, get rid of old forests, or kind of cut them up bit by bit and develop the general area so that the spirit and soul of the original nature is reduced significantly. Hopefully that won't happen too much on this particular patch of land, but you know, as I've said elsewhere, there aren't many zoning restrictions, and so sometimes the best you can do is just keep your fingers crossed.